This is it. It's finally happening. Universal Kids Resort in Texas is officially opening up next year. We don't have an exact date, but we have a few things that Universal has dropped on us recently. We're going to be here to tell you everything about it, everything that we know so far, talk about every new land, all that's coming, what you should expect. Is this for kids? Is this for adults? Are adults even allowed at this part? We're going to be going through all of that right now, so let's get into it. So, Kids Resort. We've known about this thing for a while now. Universal recently just released all of the details that we can take on so far. We, at the end of the day, are here to help you guys make the best decision as far as where to vacation at, and also if it's good for you and the kiddos, if you guys have families out there. If you don't, we do our best to let you guys know. We always have. So, out of curiosity, as soon as you come in or as soon as you get on property, you're met with this nice, colorful 300-room hotel. So let's start with
inviting.
That. Yeah,
I feel like kids are going to see that and be like, oh my gosh. Like, I feel like it's kind of like what Stella Nova and Terra Luna were for us, because like all the colors and it was like, I feel like it's that version but for kids.
And it's interesting to me because it looks like it is almost the opposite of Epic Universe, to where the hotel is your entry point into the park. And I think that's by design. What it looks to me like is that Universal wants you to know, hey, this is a resort first. So you have Gabby's Dollhouse. She is going to be doing meet and greets as soon as you enter the park.
And a dance party.
And dance parties. It's just like what it is in Universal right now. I haven't seen her in a while, but before DreamWorks Land opened, Gabby used to do a little dance party by Mel's. She would have a little meet and greet.
Oh, I remember that show. Yeah, she does still do the meet and greet in DreamWorks Land now, but she doesn't do the show anymore. So that'll be fun. Can you imagine? Like, you're a kid, you're checking into the hotel, like you're checking us into our room, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go outside and take the kids to a dance party while you get our room situated. Like,
and that's one way to look at it. I mean, you can be in the resort and you see all of this stuff happening around you. That's going to be really cool to see. And Universal basically describes it as filling up on some delicious kid-approved classics. I wonder what that means. Maybe for food we'll probably get some Uncrustables. I'm not gonna be mad at that.
Right, all the classic kid-loving
PB&J, you know.
Maybe like popcorn, all the things that kids just love. And I know they're gonna have some kind of like candy or sweet store over there.
Well, I mean, if you look at the concept art, it has a store right there in front as soon as you walk in. So it's got a store, it's got cupcakes on the side, it looks like. So the sweets are going to be coming in hot and heavy as soon as you walk into the park. So that is a plus there.
Every kid's dream.
So I'm looking forward to that. So I don't think there's going to be any rides, at least nothing announced right now. All we know is that there's going to be Gabby, and there's going to be dancing.
And other characters, apparently. So
other characters, yeah.
Said other characters will be roaming around that part, and Gabby will be doing meet and greets along with the dance party. So we don't know who the other characters will be, but I think that's exciting to look forward to. Yeah,
that is what they're going to have in the Kids Resort, at least for Isle of Curiosity, so that's going to be cool. The next land that we're going to be going to is, and you have the choice to go either left or right. Now it's adult time, right? So I'm going to go to Bikini Bottom. Now, this one I'm excited about. I would say I'm most excited about this land because, of course, you're going to have your character meet and greet. You're going to be able to meet SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. And that's a new one that we haven't seen before in the park.
That's going to be a really exciting area. And I believe it's also going to have a splash pad as well.
You're going to be able to go through SpongeBob's house. If you look, so like the concept art is basically, it shows a pineapple, and then you have the sprayers on each side. And if you look behind it, you have an entire splash area, splash zone, if you will, you know, with leading up to that. So it looks to me like you're going to need it. I think Bikini Bottom might need like a wet path and a dry path. You're going to need like a poncho to walk through there because it looks like there's going to be a lot of water.
Listen, that's the beauty of staying at a hotel that's literally steps away from that area. Like, bring your bathing suits, and then when you want to go do your dry rides, then just go back to the room and change and go hang out and go to the next land.
So that is Bikini Bottom. So now we're going to head on over to, I don't know which one I want to choose first, Minions or Jurassic World. But we need a little bit of thrill in our day too. So let's go to Jurassic World Adventure Camp. So this land is interesting to me because it has, I feel like, the most amount of rides.
I was going to say, I feel like this is the first sign of rides that we actually see outside of like, character meet and greets, interactive games, things like that. I feel like this is like the first place where we actually see rides going on. Like if you look in the concept art, they do have some type of kid coaster looking ride, which
it's
is
like a
really
baby
exciting.
version of Velocicoaster. It looks like it's just
Right.
the blue color scheme. It's a roller coaster, and it also has double Mr. DNA's. It looks like a ride that's going to be built off of Mr. DNA. I think like his lookout tower or something like that. So it sounds like they're going to have a tower attraction.
Is that the one, the drop tower one that we saw that we can see here?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it I don't know if it's going to be a drop tower, but like, a Carowinds, think Carowinds, where you have the lookout tower, even SeaWorld. It's just a smaller version of that,
Yeah, to where you can get just like a bird's eye view of the park. Oh, and they're going to have that as well, a pteranodon view of the park.
That's what we call it, a pteranodon view.
So you'll be able to see like kids like climbing over your heads, going through the playground. I think that's so cool. So are we leaving Jurassic World now and heading over into Minions versus Minions?
Minions versus Minions. It caught my eye immediately because it has what it looks to be a ride very similar to Popeyes. It's like a hybrid between, it looks like that same ride system, but lazy river style.
Yeah. And it almost like, that's why I think that even the name itself almost sounds like a play on words, because it does look exactly like Cabana Bay, the tower that they have, or what is it, the water?
Yeah, so if you haven't noticed, if you look in the concept art, especially in the middle right there where you see the Minions, it looks exactly like the Cabana Bay Tower where the second pool is.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Cabana Bay, which we have a video of that on the channel, by the way. Be sure to check that out after this one. Shameless plug. I can't help but feel like this land in general was based off of that in a way. And it has the bridge too in the corner over here that looks like the bridge from Volcano Bay. So it's almost like this, like I said, play on words. It's both Volcano Bay, it's Cabana Bay. It's taking the two elements from those parks and incorporating it into this. So the whole story behind that land as well is to, like, the Minions, the ones that were infected with the PX41. If you, see, we're all learning that. All this stuff is coming together now. It all makes sense. But the purple Minions are trying to ruin the day, ruin the vacation, which is why we think it's based off Cabana Bay, but ruin the good times of the current Minions. And so that's why you have them both there on that tower at the same time. So all you can expect is a bunch of chaos from this ride. Also, of course, with this land, which it wasn't talked about as much, but there are going to be meet and greets as well. I think at this point we can expect meet and greets in every single land.
Now we're going to move on over to Puss in Boots, Del Mar, which is funny because Del Mar is basically the place in the movie, if you've ever seen Puss in Boots, where his whole backstory takes place. So this is where we're going. We're going to his home, where all of his adventures happen, where he became most famous.
I like that it's in the Spanish style architecture. Looking at the art here, you have the swings over Del Mar is what is being described right now. Don't know if that's the official name right as of right now, but that's what it's being described as. So you have a huge swing ride. It is carnival. It's carnival games.
Yeah, it's like very much carnival fair style. They have like a puppet show that's going to be going on.
And if you look at the picture over here too, it looks like you're in the corner that you have Mama Luna and Puss on stage performing. So don't know what that's about, but stay tuned because I wouldn't mind if we see something a little bit different. If we actually get Puss in Boots in his own land doing like a little bit of a show, wouldn't that be cool?
That would be so cool.
Yeah,
especially outside of like, they are gonna obviously have the meet and greets here, but to see them like do a show and perform, that would be really cool. Yeah,
it's exactly the kinetic energy that a land like that could really use, and that is all we know so far. Now we're going to Shrek Swamp, and there is not a whole lot for what we see so far going on at Shrek Swamp. It's your character meet and greets. You get to take a picture in front of the onion carriage.
I know. I think that's going to be really cool because that's like Shrek's version of like the Cinderella carriage. Like, I wonder if they'll have it smelling like an onion or something.
So one thing that we do know about Shrek Swamp is that there will be 2 different splash zones. So it'll be some wet, some water action going on.
Got a lot of water action in these parks.
That is Shrek's Swamp. We go on to our final land, last but not least, Trolls Fest. This place sounds like it's going to be crazy. All I see is nothing but colors. We are talking character meet and greets, of course. We're going to have plenty of that. We're going to have live dancing, bubbles, music, but also this is where I think the kids resort really shines, because now we have the sensory zones as well in Trolls Fest.
They have a lot of interesting stuff going on in here and more unique things, because I see that they have a glitter makeover that you can do, which is really, really interesting. I feel like that's going to make the kids go crazy. And it just sounds so fun and exciting. But they also have another ride in here that we can see in the concept art, the Trolls Fest Express. That sounds like so much fun. But then there's another ride here we can see in the concept art, almost where you're in a balloon and you're being taken up and you're just riding around looking at all the views in the sky. And it looks like it's probably slow moving, just very chill, but it just looks so nice. I feel like you'll be able to see a view of most of the park.
Yeah, and of course, with that, plus the music that's going to be playing, I feel like this land also might be the second best land. And of course, there's going to be your meet and greets. I am sure there's going to be some decadent desserts too. So stay tuned. We're just as excited about the food and what they might be having to be offered there as much as we are on the rides. But one takeaway that I have as we zoom out and look at all of Kids Resort, who is it for? And looking at the concept art, going through all the lands like we just have, this tells me that this resort is strictly for just being present with your family.
Right.
In whatever form that is, there are plenty of sensory elements. It is extremely accessible. The whole park is meant not to be a thrill seeker's paradise. It's the exact opposite of that. And they know that. They've made that very clear from the beginning. And I don't know. This looks like it might be the perfect place.
I think this is designed to keep families together, because I feel like a lot of times when you go to even just your normal playground or any of the parks, the kids stuff is kind of the parents kind of sit back and just watch the kids go off and have fun. And I feel like this is designed to keep the parents and the kids together, to experience this together. And that's just so beautiful to me. And I feel like what this park is doing is just strictly focused on, I want the families to enjoy being together. I want these kids to enjoy their time, rather than them just feeling like they only have that one little section that they get to go and do. That's their safe zone at a normal theme park.
Looking at where the Universal is as far as where the kids of the generation of today is, I think they're meeting them right where they're at. And look, this is not to poke fun at other theme parks, but I will say that there has been definitely a lot more alignment, even with our kids, from what we noticed from this side of things than the other side. And I mean, Epic Universe is a very clear example of that, but I think this is exactly what the doctor ordered as far as what families are looking for in a place that we can genuinely just go, bring our stroller wagons, and have a good time.
I feel like it's no secret that Universal obviously caters to adults for the most part, and that's what they're known for. But I definitely feel like accommodation-wise, they do everything they can to make families comfortable in their parks, to make kids comfortable in their parks, and you gotta give them credit for that.
It goes without saying, we are excited. We can't wait to go check out this park. We definitely will be going to check out this park day one as soon as they open. We believe you should too, but more details are yet to come out. We will be sure to cover that. And hey, sorry, we've been gone for a little bit, but we're back now. We have come back from our fall hiatus. As we always go through, we want to make sure that we take a step away, take a step back, and look at what it is that we want to do for this channel. And one thing that you can always expect from us is we're always going to be 100% honest as far as what we are experiencing at these parks. If it helps you, we're going to talk about it. If it doesn't, we're not going to talk about it. So we have a lot of stuff planned and lined up right now. It's going to be an exciting time. Thanks for rocking with us so far. And if you like that, Be sure to like, subscribe, and all that stuff, all that jazz. If
comments,
you want to.
we're also a small channel, so the comments help a lot as well, guys.
That's the best way to support us. Guys, we appreciate you watching us. We will see you in Texas.